Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on Alone in the World. This is a new mod map out by GRIMLOCK RRC. 67.85 megabytes to download. We are on an island. We are alone in the world. You can build your own paradise. It's kind of a cross between No Man's Land, Spectacle Island, any of those island maps. I always forget. Was it FS17, that island map that I did? Oh, I absolutely loved it. It's where I was first introduced to Barris and subscriber contracts. Anyway, that all being said, there are two required mods that will download automatically: the Lizard 6205 pack and the Country House, both by GRIMLOCK RRC. Under build mode, we have got under sheds, we've got an old barn put in by the mapmaker, farm barn. We have got under silos out on the end there, we've got an old silo, 250,000 litres, that's standard crop types. You'll see that in a little while. And then under sell points, I think it was production sell points, we've got, it says biogas. It is a biomass heating plant type thing, little building just here at the sort of main port area, I guess you would call it. It takes a little bit extra stuff, different stuff to what the standard biomass heating plant would take. Nothing else under any of the other areas, animals, decoration, nothing like that. That's what's put in by the map maker. Slot count is 677 on New Farmer. On Farm Manager and Start from Scratch, it comes down to 668. The difference between them all is you don't start with the shed or the silo, which you'll see when we get up to the farm on Farm Manager and Start from Scratch, which is interesting. Still start with all the vehicles and machinery. You still start with the sleep trigger, the house, but not the shed or the silo. And I'll explain a little bit more about that. I got the slot count down to 585 by removing all the vehicles and the sleep trigger. So if you want to go sort of more sort of hardcore with it, you absolutely can. Run yourself a story, a scenario where the only way you can get anything is it has to be delivered here to the port, maybe. That's entirely up to you. This barrier does open by vehicle, but on foot it doesn't, so you have to wander down. If we come right out to the end of the jetty area, the port area, we've got the export sell point. The lights in our eyes here. There we go. Got the export sell point out on the end here. If we head all the way back again, I don't know if any boats come or anything like that. I haven't seen any yet. I don't think anything comes in. Actually, what I should do, how remiss of me. The map looks like this. So we are on an island, as you can see. On New Farmer, we start with plot 2. Now it goes from plot 2, numbered 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Where's 1, you may be wondering? Well, if we zoom right in there, there's a little field just there, which is 1. That's the field. You can't buy that on its own. That is all part of plot 2, which you start with, let's say, on New Farmer. Plot prices aren't too bad, actually, when you look at them. Yeah, nothing over 200 grand. And it's a nice... No Man's Land is got a bit of a sweep, but quite flat, for me fairly flat. This has got a really nice sweeping terrain to it, a really nice mixture of, there's some sort of thicker forested areas, there's some trees spread out quite sparsely, and a nice mixture of trees as well, which I think gives it a more immersive feel to it. It does make it feel a bit more natural, the way they're kind of put together. It doesn't feel forced, which is quite nice. So, if we come up here, just to our left, we've got the sell point Lagrange, just here, and you can see the things that we can take here. This is basically your bale sell point, which is normally located by, not always, but normally with the animal dealer. Sometimes you have bale sell points all around maps, but normally with the animal dealer. So Lagrange, and the animal dealer is next door. Inside this building here, we have got some equipment machine. This isn't ours, this is all decorative. And through here, we've got some goos, just relaxing, chilling out. Across the way, we have got the vehicle store, vehicle shop, and the workshop trigger just here. This is also the reset point for the map, so if you need to reset any vehicles and machinery, they will reset back here. Come a little bit further along, we've got magazine, sell point just here. And then if we come a little bit further around here, This is the one that's down as biogas. Like I say, it's a sort of biomass heating plant, but and that's one of the mods added in by the map maker. Just been tweaked, changed a little bit. That's it for the port area. And like I said, this is a pioneering, build it yourself. You know the drill. Whatever you want to do, it's an island paradise. You can, I don't know. I'm just, your mind starts buzzing and racing. And what I did like about this as well, as I was going around the island, I kind of had a look around, grabbed a tractor, had a bit of a drive. There are 10 collectibles. It says there are 10 gold nuggets. There are no custom crops added on this, and there are no contracts available because there are no fields other than the one main field. So there are no contracts. And this is one where you don't have to clear any trees if you don't want to. We've got plenty of large open areas. And once you've bought the land, you can plough out fields without having to remove trees. If you want to, of course you can. There might be the odd tree that's in the way that you might want to extend a field. Are you going to have to do forestry? Because there are no contracts available, you've got to consider, where do you start? Unless you decide on the island there's going to be something else on here. There might be something you find in amongst the forest. You know, again, whatever you want to do. I like it when you've got this opportunity and you can just spread your wings and just go for it, you know. We've had quite a few of this type of map this time round. FS19 we had a few, but I think we've had a lot more on FS22. Anyway, if we carry on the track here, we will come to the farm. The only farm on the map. We are going to go for a little bit of a drive, just because, as I was saying, there's some nice bits on here, and when a map makes you feel that thing of, oh, I wonder, or what about this, or what about that, or like I said, my mind starts racing of, oh, wouldn't it be cool to do this and cool to do that? I'm finding things that I think would be really, really cool. And back probably FS17, FS19 probably would have been. I think people have got, complacent's the wrong word, what's the word for it? Something I would do on a Let's Play and probably do for 20 episodes. People don't want to see for 20 episodes. But there were bits where I kind of drove over a brow of a hill and thought, wouldn't it be cool to build a little cabin there on the hillside, tucked up amongst the trees? So that could be where you start your farm, or, you know, all little bits like that. And I like that when a map makes your brain start sort of fizzing away. So this is the silo, 250,000 litre standard crop type. This is your barn, and inside we have our start equipment. So we have our tractor, the 6205. We do have our seeder. We have a trailer. As you saw outside, we've got the harvester and header. Now, I thought we had, it could just be me being really blind here. Oh, right. I'm looking there thinking it's a piece of machinery, just part of the thing. No, there we go. There's our plough. I was looking right at it. Got a rubber dinghy. We're all right. We're sorted in case of floods and emergencies. And over here we have our sleep trigger and wardrobe trigger at our country house. Now, like I said, if you come onto your own farm manager and start from scratch, you don't have the silo, you don't have the barn, but you do have that country house. But weirdly, without the barn, all the decorative objects that are in here and around here remain. So in my effort to reduce the slot count and get everything off of it, to see how far we could get it, I couldn't find somewhere on the decorative objects that gave me the option to delete them. So even with everything else gone, you will have a pile of sort of debris and detritus sitting there. There might well be. There could be a point on that rubbish somewhere. It's just sometimes it's finding that sweet spot. I didn't find it, but that's not saying there isn't one. And that's the farm. That's the main farm. That's what we start with. So, if we grab the tractor, I'm just going to take you on a little bit of a bit of a drive. Just notice the number plate. alone. I think the colour palette works well. The lighting's good. It's got just enough little clumps of bushes and the trees. Like I say, the way the trees have been put out and mixture of it fits and works really well. Sometimes when you get maps like this, you've got bushes everywhere. I mean, it's just everything is covered in bushes as well as the grass. But it has a real nice blend. And this is what I thought. I came over the brow of this hill. And as I came over here, I thought, oh man, look at that. And as I looked over this way, I thought, I could just imagine a little cabin up on the hillside just ahead of us, overlooking the little valley, a little start farm, so it wouldn't have to be there. If you don't want it to be there, it's up to you. And then kind of build from it. But again, it's that's just my brain fizzing away. And we've got a little lake down here, and there's a little bridge actually that crosses the lake, which is interesting because where the bridge is located is towards the end of the lake, so you could just drive around the end of the lake. But I mean, the bridge is there. Maybe people fish off it or used to fish off it. Or again, you can make up any story you like. I haven't found any of the gold nuggets. Like I said, there are 10, and it's a fair-sized map. So, you know, you're going to have to sort of have a look around to find them. Oh, that's the smaller of the lakes. I'm saying, a minute, there was a bridge here. I've lost it. But yeah, that's the map. It's a nice straightforward one today, wasn't it? No complicated productions, not hundreds and hundreds of hidden icons and pastures and all the other stuff we get. That's Alone in the World by GRIMLOCK RRC. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.